let's go for last time we talked about independent versus events. If they are independent, left off independent events to find the event. Probability of A and B bearing is equal to the probability of A times the probability of B. Why? A happens and it has no impact on dependent events. Probability of A equal to the probability of given A has a probability. I'm trying to teach. Trump is in town today. President Pence is in town. They pop in the mediocre teaching. What do you think he's going to talk about tonight? Mediocre teaching. Jeremy Beckman's classroom today. Saw mediocre teaching in an Algebra 2 class. So fired. I'm never going to get it again. President Trump doesn't care about that all the time. In fact, you know what he says when people class? Just seems wrong at them. Exactly. Watch the presidential debates. Good job. I know. I really thought that was good education after he started doing that so much. Chris, you feel if I called on you, even if I just had a button, I had a, yeah, you can give me a Donald Trump says wrong in class. Maybe in calculus. What's that? Yeah. Wrong. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at it again. We're talking about your parent. Your parent. Let's go for the $1 bill, 20 bills, and $20 bill. What's that up to? 80 so far? Yeah, they put 5 bills and $500 bills out. Okay, some questions. Part A. If you two pick 2 bills out, what is the probability you get a $100. Second to copy. Probability you do $100 bill first and a $500 out second. And then part B, you two, it's a birthday for you. All right, work that. Well, let's work the one together. First one together by yourself. First one. First, we won't test our wrong button. Kai's up. Even knows the. What, you don't even know the pin. Dependent, Kai, or independent? Dependent. Why are they dependent?
Because the probability of choosing another increases after you choose the first. You know what those actually.
Part A, dependent. And a rigorous definition says if the probability of A, if probability of B could make it worse, but it just changes the probability. It's a dependent event. So we got the. Oops. Wrong. Probability of A and B is equal to the probability occurred, or sorry, of A. There's no minus. before I let Kai get this bad, what are we trying to find out of these three? Are we trying to find that one or the other one? This, that, the other. Trying to, which one of these three for? One? Yes. Confident. Morning. Brother, I was yesterday.
You did? Oh, wow. That's terrible.
It is.
I did not know that.
It's okay. Here, I'll still pay you, though.
Oh.
How much is it? Can I include my staff discount?
No.
Don't I? Did you guys take that away?
Might have.
This is what's called a bait and switch for those of you in debate. They get you a discount, and then they're like full price. Bait and taxes.
You know, you get taxes this way, and 20 goes to the
There you go. Thank you.
Zach, my blood of 100. One you can't say that to. Those are sales tax. They go to like individual yearly expenses. Long-term expenses go off little bonds. You pay for those off property taxes. How to have your tax the other day from a candidate was communist, and then I find communism, and I was like, okay, so that's what he wants to do. And then I had a government that had tried to name a few, and I was like, really? In the country made the exact same money? Sure. You marry me and get engaged. Good to have what you mean by that, because if you don't, then it's a really expensive breakup. Sales taxes go to things like buying books, buying paper, paying teacher, anything that involves long-term comes for your property taxes. Sort of like people saying, well, the lottery was supposed to be education, not really. It only goes to educational construction, and yeah, doesn't help pay teachers. All right, so are we trying to find an and, a conditional event, or a single? We want to pull two. We want to get a $500 bill. Or though, what's that symbol mean right there? And right, we want to find the one that has a and. So we want to solve for this later on. We'll solve for this bad boy too. But the equation, it's got. So here's what I'd like you to do real quick. What's the probability of A first? What's the first? The first. What's the probability of getting a $500 first out of 18? How'd you get that? There's no ones up here. Hold on. I actually said I'd let Kai answer this because he was really fast. Kai, what's the probability that I get a $500 bill first?
5%.
5
over 90.
5 over 90, right? Which reduces 1/8 to your pleasure. Which one? What do you want to use? I like 1/18. Got that from 5 over 90. Then now here's what's the probability that you get dollar bill second? So that means given that the first one was a what? Bills are left. So that goes in our weighted action. So now it's total events. There's only 89 events left. There's only 8 to choose from. How many would be successful? $100 bill is successful. How many hundreds? 5. Question. How do you multiply two fractions? Straight across. Times 89. Kai, what's 89 enough to?
60.
6. Does that reduce? Down? That doesn't reduce because that's not divisible. So the probability of getting exactly a 500 first and second is exactly equal to 5 was 1602. Kai, just as an approximation, what would that? Not good.
Less than 1%.
Like 0.003. 0.0. 0.0. I use the wavy line. Yeah, not exactly equal. Well, look at what the question is.
Oh, yeah.
Part on your own. Do part B. Did that brother take my card and taking away the cards too? Bait and switch all over the place. Savannah is there. See if she's still at Dutch. Yeah, Savannah works at Dutch. Rihanna goes to Arkansas. Yeah. So you're excited about Brett Bielema being Colorado? Brett Bielema? Excited for him to be... Okay. He was coaching. Did you just fire the coach? Was it Chad Morris? Yeah.
But now we have someone
Arkansas's new coach.
Georgia, I believe.
Okay.
And he's like crazy.
Top notch. Now we're going to see...
Quarterback.
Okay. Out with the old, in with the... All right, everybody tell me what to do. B, tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Nate. Okay. Yeah. Put it in the first. Nate gave me the numbers for that. Probability of you need two of Anna's brother.
Yeah.
She's still at Dutch.
Yes.
Okay. Have my card back. Is that staff discount gone? Didn't even ask about it. Been asked. Probably did the change. There's two happen. That's what you got to understand in probability. Two things you need to have happen. Dollar bills. The order of key question. Teaching that to you. So we need to have a 500. Does the ability of second? Yes, it does. So it's a dependent event. So we find the probability first. That's 5 out of 90. We ask after A occurred, what's first? B, you would be getting another 500. There's 4 left out of 89. Nate, do some math for me. That's 12 what?
Simplified it already. So like
Oh.
1 over 18 times 89.
Beautiful.
16 over 2.
4. Which is, what is a decimal? 0.002. Not a very good shape. Right? Okay. Questions on... Questions on that? All right. Let's take an example 2. What have you do on your own? There are almost 20 marbles in a bag. There's 20 marbles in a bag. There are, let's make it CC friendly. 12 black and 1 that awful TCA maroon that you never get caught when you're not how to spell. 1 TCA maroon. You get it, you instantly against somebody. I know, ew, it just feels. Part A, it's the probability that you get purple. Then, if you keep the first marble, so no, take it out. You part B, the exact same thing. Purple. Then, you put the first marble back. So you get a purple, then a black. So in other words, you pull one, you keep it out, and then you pull another one. Change the scenario. It's a probability of purple. Then if you take it, and then for both of these, I'd like you to describe them as either dependent or independent. Dependent or independent. It's TCA Maroon. Yeah. Suhani, Deca, FBLS. No, totally making that. Marketing matter. Does TCA have a special color? Like, look at is that TCA Maroon? Just maroon. It's just it's just like Avalanche Maroon. Avalanche Maroon's a totally different TCA Maroon. Marketing matter. Ready, set, go. They're so cute. I know. I gotta have Emily see her. She's because I think that's what we're gonna give her for drinks. Is we'll let her put that in afterwards.
It's really
Perfect. Sweet. I mean, darn it. Don't lose. Good. Basketball's killing my babysitter pool. Efficient thinking. All right, minute. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. There, read it back there. Whatever he's doing, and then put it in there. Daniel, stop doing that. Sure, in this class. All right, sit next to you, or talk to the person. Don't forget your pen as well. What's that? Then, ladies, most relevant example pop. Be so good.
Is this about Mike Bloomberg's money?
Absolutely not. It's about the corona.
Oh.
How do you get Bloomberg's money? He's got a lot of it.
What's the problem?
The interesting thinking in a Republican, he even switched parties as a Democrat and switched to Republican. Yeah. And now he became the guy that's literally TV. The thing that appears on
Every time I hear, oh, for Mike Bloomberg. Turtles in there. No, Mike Bloomberg.
Well, he had a dud performance last night.
Yeah.
We watched teach a and our day yesterday we didn't have time to do it, so we watched probably a couple of the debate. What do we? Debate.
Republican debate.
Presidential debate. The one where Trump put President Clinton in the debate last year, just so we could debate, because both of them are you just calling stuff. Example to talk like I said, okay, what was the answer to the question that they asked? Actually, the president answered the question they wish was asked, and was actually A, because what's second time? Number of marbles. So, okay, for part is D. I'm talking, you're not. I don't know what you're doing. Any worried? Every now you've got some. I don't know if it's going for or young, but just not in my. We have rules. All right, it's dependent. That means the probability of A and B is equal to the probability that B occurs after times the probability that A are. Let's fill in the blurst. What's the probability? 20. Reduce that. You could reduce that as well. A is left. 19. How many are going to be successful? They're going to be black. 7. maroon one. Multiply across 4 over, what is that? 20 times 3. 19 times 20, I'm 380. Hey, but to what? Volunteer, mayor, yes, Easter, 21 percentage. .221. All right. Isn't it? 22. Yeah, I said that. She said 221. A chance of that occurring. All right. Yep.
Do you want to, or do you want to read decimal places?
You're asking this what preference. You have preference as a percentage, then you write it as a percentage. Some things that are equal in math that just have told you are more, those are equivalent expressions. And one of the other, they're equal. Part B, we do the same. Don't replace independent because does the set opportunity. What do we get? Over 20 times 20 may have reduced, but that gives you what? 8 over 380, which is equal to 400. Crack. 21 over, which you put to 21. Why is it B? Is it better? E. Talk to the person sitting next to you real quick. Around. Why is it? Why is it better in part A than part B? Okay.
Went out, marble out the first time. Overall.
All right. I saw this morning and I was like, for what we're talking about. So, a quick virus. The problem with for a new virus is it's always 100% accurate. There are faults that test it, but you actually don't. This means the test says you don't have actually data off the coast of Japan. Fun people that got to go on longer cruise than they were hoping for. We tried this into your table, bad boy. This is the result of the test negative. 30 people tested coronavirus. 6 and did not. Turns out they had 491 people tested negative and did not. That down real quick. Add news about some of you, like kid, or you've ever had strep throat. They do, which is 90% accurate, depending on you're quoting. That test is if you have it. If it's positive, probably so. But that's willing to treat you with antibiotics. Negative, they're like, well, you got something bad. Yes, I copied into the wrong spot. 3, otherwise the test was going to be incredibly. 37 people tested. They were negative.
That's not going to
virus, we're still learning. So the strep, I mean, we've had. Let me. How many people are on this cruise ship? How many people are on? Well, a lot. Okay, the thing you said, the thing the World Health Organization have an issue with, if you're like the probability, and they're like, well, how many people? And you're like, a lot. And they're like, you're 5. Okay, for part A, what are the total number of people? People on the ship. I want you to think about it before you just shout out a number, though. What are the total people on the ship? what's the total number of people on first? Okay, volunteer, what's the total number of Peter? Cashin. Yeah, because are any people overlapped? No. Now, next time I see you, next time I see you, those we have the numbers. But is there any overlap in these groups? Anybody who's going to be in two groups? No. So we can gather. What did you say? Beautiful. That's exactly how many evacuated off. 5. Some of them not. Part
Is the virus just like virus? Yeah. That's why they
Part B. Now let's ask a question. Someone test, given that some positive, what's the probability? What do you want to do in here? Somebody is tested positive. What's the probability that they have, or what's the probability they have the coronavirus? Okay, a dumb question first. Is it percent? Because some, for a second, because some people have, they call it medicine, false positive. Some people have false positive. They positive, but they don't act. Question. What probability? Read the question. Probability is this, and to write something down with that kind of person. Is it independent of the other?
No, it should be.
Really? Coronavirus is exact same. Somebody testing negative? No, it's definitely. This is an include additional problem. It's conditioned on something. Formula, so you understand what I was talking about. Like we can use that formula to do. Then I'll actually show you probably a little bit easier way. So it's only based on positive. So we want to have a given the positive that they actually have it. All right. So the probability of A and go to the probability of B occurred. Where's the word given come in this equation? Where's the not the equal sign? Yeah, Charlie's got it. It's that verb line. The word given is what that line means. Means we're going to actually solve for this. For this. Let's make this easy first. How can I solve for the probability occurred? How can I solve that equation for that? Like I isolate that part and get everything else that's on that side. Divide by plus 7. How would you solve for this? P of A. What do you do? Yeah, but I'm going to notice I'm trying all year. So next year when you go to pre-walk-ins, doesn't have this by 1 over the probability of it. Multiply both sides by 1 over the probability. Is that the same as dividing both sides? Yeah, but notice some budget considerations. So the probability of B by the probability of B given A occurred. That's a generic form. Let's do this example. I'm going to find the probability that C has the corona given that they tested. So find the probability given that they tested positive. I want to find the probability that somebody has the virus given that they tested positive. So B, my second event is my event of testing positive. So somebody both has corona and positive divided by the probability that somebody tests positive. Check out learning this chapter. This we can pretty much get this out. Questions on that? Now, not in this, but we're going to think of success comes as actually having the corona, but that is what the outcome that's successful by defining this. So now do one more shot to ask questions before we go. One more shot. Darn it. Questions on that? Remember, this is what we want to solve for. Imagine you test positive. Biscuits. Yep, thank you. Yep, ready, set, go. Back online. All right, so what's the probability they test positive? How many people are in both categories? Categories. And the probability that they're in both. They have the coronavirus and positive. 37. How much? 37 out of 540. I mentioned probably the hardest thing out of the whole conceptually understand. This is like, so the number of people that are in positive for potential outcomes. There's 547 people. That was part A. And are in both. They tested positive and they have.
Yeah, but dividing it by the amount of.
But we ain't done yet. Yeah, dividing it just not done yet. Because okay, divided by the testing positive. Tested positive. 53 of how many total? Out of 540. Okay, yeah. Because here's the deal. Given they tested positive, limiting positive. So the only really looking group right here, 53 people, 37 of the virus. Here's how this works out, though. How do you by another fraction? Yeah, multiply, copy, dot, flip. Don't forget, you left that in middle with your middle school boyfriends and girlfriend. We multiply both the numerator and denominator. We are smart. Works not just some rhythm that they took. Is this multiplying by 1? Make the yeah, it's really what you're doing. You're multiplying both the denominator by these guys were, and you know the computers can accurately than used by a calculator that does that. We have to work, not what they work. Good news. Divide. Yay. What? 7 divided by 7 is the probability corona given you test 72% do the math 6%. So if there's only that was not the Wall Street Journal this morning because they hear that because that's the new virus. It's not that. But that's not like publicized test. It's not that accurate. Of course, the virus just started about ago, so it's something relative. So this is a possibility that if somebody looking at the population that tests positive, the probability numbers real quick. Ellie, I'll get you in just. We're 50. Yeah, we could have just look at the and then we. This is how some of your formula people, and there's no way I could get you to. We are talking about so recent and relevant and another time today, girl, we all learning. Suhani, it's about the learning, and wait till you go to next year if you actually be like me with math. questions on it. You care about grades, TC, right? Easter. Yes, and that's I just look at the table. Formula produces that answer. And if I showed you, no way. See it first because if you show the easier way to get it. However, this formula condition, you know. All right, let's have you be of this probability that you don't have corona given you test negative. And see what's the probability that you have corona negative. False negative is the worst thing for a pregnancy test. Like, no, you're like, sweet. Not for pregnancy test. They tell you not. This. There might be some. But, I mean, again, science and exact. No, Queen's 100%. You shouldn't use that to be like, oh, I should like eat fast food. 74% chance before I'm 30. Use ambiguity to make false conclusions. Like people have to here it is. The one I did for you. Get to fair share. Here. Well, I know you do something. It's just not related to them. Part B and C. Yeah, that's a D. My goodness. C. Thank you. Yeah, part A was how many people?
Yeah, you told her.
And I have the same. We're born
This Charlie or that Charlie? Okay, he doesn't know what hospital he's born in. So born in. Okay. Okay. No. Okay, and they made childbirth. Also back in the room in the schoolhouse. Really? It's only in the 19th encouraged partner to be there. Kira, I was born, and they let them nursery to let them cover the room almost, unless a baby, almost the whole time. Right. Check next to you. Easter. Easter's really trying to. check with somebody to volunteer to do part C. Invite them up and do part C. Chris, you on up, brother. Bring your notebook with you. Yeah, webcast. And number facility that doesn't have the coronavirus given